Hi, David from EAC. Today I'm with Greg Jemmeson from Jemmeson Fisher, Solicitors and Accountants, to talk about the latest changes of regulations and property inspection reports. Hello, Greg.
Morning, David.
Greg, what kind of reports do agents need to disclose to potential purchasers?
Agents are now required to keep a record of any records that they're aware of in respect to pest and building reports, or any reports that have been prepared from the inspection of owners' corporation documents or from community schemes.
When will agents need to disclose the existence of a report to a potential purchaser?
When a prospective purchaser requests a copy of a contract for sale, then the agent is obligated at that time to disclose to that prospective purchaser of any reports that they are aware of. If any subsequent reports are obtained, the agent is not obligated to go back to that prospective purchaser and advise them of any subsequent reports.
And your advice if the prospective purchaser requests the knowledge of any reports but not necessarily a contract?
At this stage, there's no obligation on the agent to disclose of those reports. However, it's my view that best practice for an agent being transparent would advise, yes, there are those reports available.
How do you suggest agents keeping records of the existence of reports for a particular property?
There's no prescribed form that Fair Trading has set out, but there is prescribed things that must be recorded. So we would suggest that the agent would keep some form of spreadsheet on each individual sales file. What that information is that they must maintain is the date at which the inspection was prepared, the report was prepared to their knowledge. They have to disclose on whose behalf the report was prepared. Was it prepared for the vendor, a prospective purchaser, or was it ordered by the agent themselves? They have to give details of the person or company who prepared the report, together with information as to their contact details such as telephone and business address. They also have to disclose whether the report is available for repurchase, and also whether they are aware if the person who prepared the report has some form of professional indemnity insurance.
Do agents need to keep copies of the reports, and what's your advice in regards to them providing them to potential purchasers as they currently do in some cases?
In regards to having the reports, I found that probably a bit dangerous for the agent to be discussing the reports because they're not the person who prepared the report. Currently, a lot of agents, as a point of difference, provide a copy of these reports, which they prepare at the beginning. What those agents need to be aware is that if prospective purchasers rely upon those reports, the agent may then face some sort of misrepresentation style case, because a prospective purchaser needs to purchase that report from the person who prepared it, otherwise they cannot rely upon the information that is set out in that report.
Do you believe agents should read the reports, and if so, what is their duty of disclosure in this regard?
Again, agents need to be aware of what is occurring, whether there's any technical problems with the property, but at the end of the day the agent still has to say they're not the person who prepared the report, they're not building inspectors themselves, they're not pest and building, they don't have insurance to cover that sort of stuff. So again, they need to get the purchasers to make their own inquiries or to adopt the reports themselves.
And what other advice can you provide agents to assist them with complying with the new regulations?
There's agents, when they're doing their initial inspections of the properties and they're signing up a vendor, similar to a material fact issue, they should ask the vendor whether they have any previous reports available, whether they've been prepared on their behalf. The other thing too is that there is no obligation on a vendor, a prospective purchaser, or a pest and building inspector to provide details to the agent. So if the agent says to a pest and building inspector, can you please provide me with a copy of your professional indemnity insurance, there's no obligation upon that person to provide that information to the agent.
The new requirements we've just discussed today come into effect on the 15th of August 2016. I'd like to thank Greg for his time, and EAC members, as part of their membership, have the privilege of being able to call Greg for any legal advice that they require at no cost, and I suggest you utilise this service. Thank you.